is going on, everybody? It is Monday, December 18th. We are here working on Betty, of course. And the plan, well, I should say it's, managed to kick my butt into actually getting to projects tonight by 7:15 p.m. So, took a little too long to rally, boys. But anyways, we're finally here in the garage, barely in frame on camera, trying to take this radiator out. The plan, the hope for tonight is to actually get the timing set up in Speeduino to properly match the timing that the engine is at, or whatever the heck. Now, you got to worry about that because if you're... Come on, would you stay out of my way, Mr. Tube? You got to worry about setting the proper timing in Speeduino itself because, well, if you don't, then the engine might be at like 60 degrees and the Speeduino thinks it's at 0, so then it's like, firing off an ignition event at like 60, 70 degrees advance or some crazy crap, right? That's not a good time. Speaking of, I'm realizing that the default map that I'm using has way horrible ignition timings as it's currently set up. So much like changing out this radiator, we're going to have to change that whole map. For now, though, we can at least see these timing marks. Let me show you. So with the radiator off here at the front of the engine, we can actually see these little teeth that will tell us where the actual physical timing of the engine is at. These teeth here, they leverage this weird little mark that you can barely see. So when this little mark is at this first little tooth way in here, that means that we're at top dead center of piston number 1 at least. And technically another piston, but that's beside the point. Anyways. Let's get into the laptop portion of this engine. You know what I'm saying? This is probably my favorite part of the project. Let me type in my super secret password. We open up TunerStudio. It takes a minute on this old laptop, so let's go ahead and fast forward past opening the project and this thing loading and all that, right? Under settings, you have your trigger setup. We're going to click on that, and that brings up a new window. We are, of course, using the renix trigger setup thingamajigger, right? Go ahead and click on down here to this little trigger angle, degree in parentheses. No Java update, go away. We're actually trying to make sure that we get this trigger angle set up properly. I believe that it's actually supposed to be set at like 65 degrees. That is based off some maths that I had done on the random chart. But rethinking it, I could be off by 4 degrees. I don't know. We're gonna figure that out. Of course, the big thing, we're going to skip a few revolutions, so that way she really gets started. I think I already told you about the rising and falling, and then for now, we're not going to have a filter on. So, all right, cool. Let's attach this little timing light, and, oh, wait, I forgot to trick it into only firing off the ignition event at 0 degrees. Hold on, I don't know how to do that. Cranking settings. There it is, right at the bottom. Cranking angle, cranking advance angle. Spark output mode, wasted spark, no, single channel. All right, so with all those settings in place here on the laptop, I think we can actually get this thing started. Well, cranking, not starting. We have so much to do before we can actually start it. I haven't even configured the timing for the ignition, and oh my goodness, what am I? I'm just excited. Good luck, VIN number. All right, now's the part with, I'm actually going to turn the engine over. It might get a little loud, and I just got to kind of do some stuff to, see what's going on. This might be some rough camera angle action. Okay, let's go. Here we go. No light. Well, after a whole lot of hubbub, we've realized, can I get this out of the way? No. Horrible camera angle here. After a whole lot of hubbub, we've realized, I never actually connected the ignition wire or any of the injectors. So that's a bit problematic. I have to work in this tight little space where I can't really get a good camera angle. I don't know how I'm going to film it for you. And on top of that, I only actually have enough for 2 connectors. So I can only wire in the ignition. So I guess we can at least do that. And I'll see if I can get the camera in here so you can see a little bit better. Alrighty. So this is the old connector, and this is the D pins. This yellow wire right here is pin D13. We have to take this guy out and get it into pin number 7 on the actual Speeduino harness itself. And this is the workspace. Oh man, good times. Alrighty. So we got to get this wire onto this little adapter guy here. And I think that we need to strip just a wee bit more. There we go. Just going to twist this so the wires are easier to work with. And then this guy. I always do so bad at this. This is a hard tool to use. Okay, this end goes towards the wire. Oh, I'm knocking the camera. Oh, and I lost it. Oh, geez. And it's a mess in this footwell from the previous owner and then me adding to it. There we go. Oh, no, that's one still on. This is the last one I've got. This is the last one I've got. That's another bad one. It's from a previous hack up. I've legitimately bought the farm here, ladies and gentlemen. This absolutely sucks. Why? Why? I can't do anything until I get this. I get more of these thingamajiggers from WM-tronics. This is freaking embarrassing, bro. I'm gonna cheat. All right, so I didn't exactly do that right. Luckily, I think I can save it. Ah! Okay, so I'm just hacking up here majorly, dropping the camera. Now it's not even in the right spot. Gosh darn it. But, I mean, I almost got it. All right, now I'm going to put a little bit of solder on it so I know that it's not going to go anywhere, because I've unfortunately had that happen. Now I can plug this into pin 7. So, which way does it go? It goes out that way. Yeah, it goes out that way. So 1 goes out this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on, don't you be a jerk. There we go. And it didn't pop. Oh, fudge. Oh, it's 7, the one that's all hacked up. How close are we? Oh, very far off. See, now I've hacked it up from going in and out so much. So what do I do here? Hopefully that did it. Hopefully this is all on camera too. Hey-oh, we did it. All right, so let's plug this back into the ECU. And now we can power it on and then see if our ignition's actually working. And, you know, that'll be a good success for the night. And we worked an hour and a half tonight so far. Pretty good. Normally I'm lazy and get in maybe a half an hour. Well, one last time of trying on this ignition tonight, and then we're gonna try and go inside and warm up some. You know what I'm saying? It worked. It frickin' worked. I just couldn't see where the ignition was at. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty awesome. I guess we'll mark the harmonic balancer and keep going, because now I'm really excited. light's at least going off, and I think it's really close, but I can't actually tell for sure. Like, I see what I think is my black marks, but it's not happening quick enough to give me a strong light, you know? Okay, hold up. What about if we put a little bit of tape on the harmonic balancer? I'm gonna do that, and then we'll hop in the cabin, okay? I'm just gonna cut straight to the cabin stuff. All right, we start this, we check the timing light, and hopefully timing is flashing at 0, and I'll be able to see it. Okay, that's what we're doing. Whoa, I'm nervous. Oh, baby! It's working! It's flashing at 0! It's flashing at 0! Oh my God! Camera, please. I need to tilt this way. I want to look. Oh, camera. Oh, battery's dying. Too much excitement. It was bad for recording, or great for recording, but bad for the starter motor. There it is. The spark plugs are ready and set to go. I just have to create an actual timing map at this point. That'll be a definite thing we'll touch on in a later video. I can't believe we're here and we're actually able to say that, hey, I have spark on this engine. I've configured it. The wires are in. I set the settings properly. It's crazy. You know, I fully expected myself to have blown something up. You know, like just the ECU or started an electrical fire, something along those lines. You know what I mean? No, I haven't done that yet, which is, whew, that's big. That's big. Oh goodness. Hey, I really appreciate your time and watching this video. I know it was a long one. I cut a bunch out. I just, you know, I appreciate you. You know, feel free to drop a like, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already. We're doing a bit of a 0 to hero run, so we'll see how it goes in the next one. But hey, you know, you take care of yourself. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Keep the hope alive. Stay in the fight.